this for Corey.
No, that's
I fell
okay.
asleep.
It's okay. Hello. Here we are. Good morning, Toddie. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. How is everybody today? How you doing over there, Marianne Bergman, Kathleen Fleck? I was lazy this weekend looking after my dad's cat. Cool. Oh, she needs a cardiologist though. Oh, I guess the cat does. Anyway, Marianne, Milcunny and Mayhem. So, yeah. So what's going on? Does anybody have anything that they want to share? There's not. I'm sure people are just like waking up and stuff.
Yeah.
So I had an interesting week. I did a lot on YouTube, which was good, and I am working. Have you heard about the family, the Whitakers?
I heard through you.
Okay.
You're my news.
Don't make me that.
No, it's interesting though, and
it is interesting
to watch everything that you put up.
Well, the Whitakers are definitely interesting, and just because this definitely can go with what we talk about. So a stranger basically comes up to the property after being asked to come and help, I guess, try to generate money for the family through somebody who lives in the same town as the Whitaker family and is friendly with the Whitaker family. And I could even say friends with the Whitaker family. So this guy who has a small YouTube channel is asked to come and maybe they can do this together. And one of the family members has a substance abuse problem. And there's a contingency about helping the family. They have to not let this person into the house or they won't help them. How do you feel about those ultimatums?
It puts everybody in a bad position, I think. And I mean, I guess on one hand, I can kind of understand, but I don't know. So the person who's offering to help the family doesn't want to help if they allow their family member who has a substance abuse problem to come in the house.
Right. And and that was even before they found out about and supposedly that person was abusing some of the family members. Now that's all speculation. That's what they heard, but and you saw the family, right? You've seen the family? There's huge disability there. So, they're still family. At the end of the day, they're family. And my feeling is, why not listen? So if she's going to do that, she's going to do that in a shitty house where the walls could fall in and they can't even shower, or she's going to do that in a home that's more safe. Take your pick. Why are they all suffering because of the one family member?
Right. It doesn't make sense.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I know that your head's everywhere. Does anybody have a story to share? Anybody got anything to say? That's all right, Marianne. Anybody? So, Jamie's not feeling too good.
I know it's been going on for a bit, right?
Yeah. Yep. But I think she's on the mend.
Yeah.
She's got long-term COVID.
Oh, I'm hearing a lot about that lately.
I wouldn't throw that out there, but she wrote it herself.
Yeah, I don't know much about that and what that's all about, but I've heard it a couple of times, people saying that.
Right.
Actually, I saw somewhere kind of local to me, there was a story about a young girl who's dealing with that, and it's caused her to the point she can't go to school, she can't work, she's totally disabled from it. I don't know the whole story, but I just remember
I think Jamie's really rough from it.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I mean? I think that she's really kind of you know, hey Jelly, how you doing? And Shorty Pie. Yeah, that's my good morning. So I'm gonna sing to him. What can I
Yeah,
say?
I don't do all that. Sorry, you'll have to do all the tricks.
It's not. I'm just a little bit more comfortable. Let's put it like that, right? Is that fair to say?
Mhm.
I see we're in our old background. I like that background. I like looking out the window and seeing the stuff. I like
Yeah,
seeing the stuff behind you. And yeah,
yeah.
I do like that.
Sometimes the lighting is bad because it's coming from all over. I don't claim to know what I'm doing. I always tell you I don't. I just get on there and pray that somebody carries me through it.
You know, I did a live stream with Leave My Jimmy Bobby Alone. I did a live stream with Renelle Smith. Remember Renelle that gave you all that great stuff?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, and I had never seen her face. You know, I'll be honest with you, I'd never seen her face.
Right.
And yeah, so she came on. I was like, listen, man, your face is showing. I don't want to put you on live if you don't remember that. Like, no, I'm fine to see it. And a lot of people apparently didn't see her. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, Jamie wants to come up. Troublemaker Jamie, can you drop her a link?
You got to help me with this, Toddie. How do I do it?
I'll drop the link if you want me to.
Yeah, if you can you do it?
Yeah,
Sure.
I could do it a lot quicker than you probably. Okay.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, so if you keep
Great.
talking, I'll go ahead and do that for her.
Okay. I just, I haven't heard from anybody, from our previous week. Nobody's reached out through my email. So, the offer's still there. If anybody ever needs to talk, they can email Rebecca Mitchell03 at Gmail. That's what we're here for. I know we get off topic. We talk about everything and anything, but I think that's what it's all about. Just having
I
somewhere to
think
be on
it's
Monday
not letting
morning.
me do that. Hang on
Okay.
one second. Hang on one second. I'm going to try to just,
Okay.
Jamie, I'm just going to try to forward you the email that I got from Rebecca because
I mean,
it won't let me put the link in there.
okay. I see a little box that says present or invite. If I click on that, would I be able to?
There's nobody there.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so yeah, click on present. I'm sorry, no. Let me see. No, don't do that. Invite. Yeah, see if you could invite.
Okay.
Click on that,
All right.
and then you should see there's like the address, the StreamYard IP address, right? You see it?
Invite guest, it says. So let me
Yeah,
do
click
that.
on that.
Okay. Copy.
Yep, and
And
then
then
put it in the comments. Just put it in the comment.
all right.
Just put it in the comments to the right, and then hit the little envelope or the airplane.
They're not working for me.
It's not.
No, I'm sorry. It's
No.
just
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna forward her the email. Sorry,
okay.
Jamie.
I'm
Sorry,
trying.
Jamie. We're just a bunch of old people, my friend. Just a bunch of old folks. Man, I forgot you guys could see me. Hang on. Where's my? What a pain in the ass! I can't do this either. Here we go. Copy. Jamie. Jamie.
Hopefully it works. I feel bad that I can't do it.
I feel worse. No, I'm joking. All right, Jamie. I'm sending it to Milk, Honey, and Mayhem. It's there. Should be there.
Let's see if it works.
Hey, Edie, how are you? Edie Pie. I've been up since 4 a.m.
Oh no.
That's all right. I set the alarm.
Oh, you wanted to be up.
Yeah, I try to get a video out by 7 when I'm not working. Especially I try to get a video out when I'm not.
Yeah.
By 7 because people like to have coffee with me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm a few minutes late. I was a few minutes late this morning.
Yeah.
But
I don't I don't do much, as you know, on my channel. You're about the most excitement I get are Monday mornings when I do it here. I'm just not there yet where I'm constantly putting a video. I really don't know what to talk about right now, So, I
Well,
don't.
there was a case that, and I'd be willing to consider talking about the case that you brought. Just had a lot on when you had asked me
Oh,
about.
wait, I see Jamie. I should click on this box.
Yes.
Here we
Hey,
go.
hey, can you guys hear me?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
Yeah, we
I'm
can hear
good.
you.
Thanks for dropping me a link. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it, Rebecca. We got this. We'll get it all together.
I
There
don't
you
know
Listen,
about
go.
me figuring it out, but I was counting on you guys to figure it out.
we'll all get it together.
There
Yeah.
So,
we go.
listen, as you guys know, I'm dealing with a flare up of long COVID here.
Yep.
And I'm on the mend, not to worry. I'm tough. I've got this. But what I wanted to talk about was the issue of addiction when it comes to that. Just be patient with breathing. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So,
well, let me just say before Jamie says anything, this is a complete trigger warning.
yes,
This is
yes.
a trigger warning, so everybody needs to know that this is a trigger warning.
Thank you, Toddie. Very much a trigger warning. All right. So I've been clean 27 years now from the powder, right? No issues whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've had this flare up of long COVID, I've had to go and get these super steam treatments at the doctor's office every day. And I guess it's got steroids and like super stuff in it. Because
Right.
when I leave out of there, I feel like I have just snorted 3 lines. I mean, it is exactly the same.
Wow.
I was telling Toddy the other day, like I even
I
sent
got
her
a
a
picture of
picture of
that
my
shit. I
pupil.
got a picture of that. I got
It
a
is
picture of that.
right. It's crazy, right? And I
Yeah,
was
I
just
did get a
thinking,
picture
like,
of that.
man, it doesn't trigger me here, but if that was me at 10 years clean, dude, I can't say what it would have done, you know?
Well,
That's why you always have to be honest with the doctors and stuff.
Right.
Because I'm sorry, I'm in my kitchen about a mile away. Because if you don't tell the doctors the truth about stuff,
Right.
that things can happen because they don't know any better.
Right. And I thought at this point, I've had a new doctor since since I've been clean all these years. I didn't think it was a necessary thing for me to tell them just because I'm not worried about it. I felt like somebody could use right in front of me and I'd be like, yeah, not a problem. Go ahead.
Put that
It's just,
down. Sorry.
it's rough. And I think people need to be aware of that. Anybody who's going to have any breathing treatments at the
Hey, Zoe.
doctor, if you have any issues, please be aware of that.
Hey, Mindy.
no,
Yeah,
that's
so there's people congratulating you. Do you see that?
Oh, thanks. No, I don't see the chat. I don't see the chat, and I can't really focus good enough to click on the buttons. So I just wanted to pop up here and let everybody know that. And
Okay.
also say I'm alive. I'm okay.
Well, you look good. Like the hat, the backwards hat. I
Thank
would
you.
never wear a hat like that, just so you know.
I know you would. I know you would.
I said I would never wear a hat like that. I was joking. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Uncle Jimmy Bobby.
Yep.
Your public misses you.
Yeah, we will be there soon, you
And we miss
guys.
Jamie too, in all fairness. We miss Jamie.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
We will be there soon. I'm definitely on the mend. I feel a whole lot better than I did last week this time. So
Good.
we're good to go.
Jamie,
I'll be back in no time.
Quick question for Jamie. Nothing to do with what we're here to talk about, but did you
Okay.
get to look up that house I told you about that I grew up in?
That is so beautiful. I've never heard of that, Rebecca. Did you have any experiences there?
We did. We had several. We didn't own the house. My parents were the caretakers to the 2 elderly gentlemen that owned the house. So
Okay.
we were able to move in there and live there as part of their, I guess, compensation,
Right.
And before we moved in, my dad and brother started staying there overnight before the rest of us could move in because we just weren't ready yet. And
Right.
the first couple of nights, I mean, my dad used to drink a little bit, so I don't know how much of his story is from, maybe drinking and, but he said that one night him and my brother stayed in the same room because it was new and it was a 28 room or 26 room house. It was intimidating. And something was touching his leg and literally threw him out of the bed, he says.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I could see
You
that
know,
happening. That would
I
sober you up
believe
really quick, though, Rebecca. I mean, even if
I
you'd
would
had a
think
few
so.
drinks.
And, I also, there was a third floor that we were told never to go on, but of course we're kids, so we're going to go on that third floor,
Yeah.
And it was me and my sister, and I don't know if it was my cousin, I'm not sure who it was. And we opened this trunk that was in a room on the third floor.
Bouncing.
Now, what I saw as a child was a very pale woman, very white skin with
Right.
black curly hair and a black sparkly dress. And we slammed that trunk shut and we got out of there. Now,
Well, no doubt.
did I see it? I think I did.
I bet you did. I grew
And
up in a haunted house as well, and it was the doctor's house. And I guess it was his wife, because I was going through to go to the bathroom one day and saw a woman looking very much the same, that pale sort of white see-throughish color. And
right.
she had long dark curly hair, but she had on a white dress and a white hat with a long white ribbon coming off of it.
Oh,
And I
wow.
know I saw it.
Yeah, there were there's so many freaky things that happened in that house. Like one of the brothers that lived there had passed away, and the other brother was left, and he was in a wheelchair since he was 8. He had polio or something.
Right.
And he never got out of the wheelchair. My parents had to, bathe him and put him in and out of bed. And during the day, he would sit in a recliner in front of a window and watch the lake across the street. And my mom went to bingo one night, and I was home with my dad, and the cops knocked on the door and said that Mr. Paxton had called because Mickey, the Irish setter, was left outside, and my dad didn't know Mickey was outside. And my dad said, well, how did he call? He's in bed in a wheelchair. The phone's in the other room. My dad went upstairs, and Jimmy was sitting in his chair. How did he get from that? He never could move.
Wow.
And, I don't know if that's ghost related, but
it could be. I mean, if he's telepathically communicating with the ghost, he might have.
So
It's
many
possible.
weird things. I mean, all of my, brothers, my sister, we all have stories. My parents are both gone now, so they can't tell the stories, but we all have so many crazy stories about that house. And I don't think it's in our mind. I think these things really happened. And I know years later, the Historical Association acquired the house somehow. I don't know if they bought it, however it happened.
Yep.
But they had some ghost hunters or something show there. And they did.
I saw that when I looked it up, and I was like, wow.
So, it's interesting, right? But it was fun growing up in a house like that.
Absolutely. My mom used to hear my Wild Irish Rose people singing that in the basement. It would wake her up at night.
It's funny. There were 26 or 28 rooms in that house. We all slept in one because we were so afraid to sleep in a room by ourselves.
Right.
But anyway, that's it. That's my scary story of the day. I know it was totally off topic, but
but just so you know, Marianne said, hey, Supernova, awesome stuff. Me too. I've been watching a lot of that lately. They've been watching scary stories. It's this time of the year. Jamie, we need more haunted stories.
Yes, I'm hoping to get back at that soon.
They are
real. I can run from them coyotes.
I'm trying to read this to you. Yo, I'm trying to read this to you. Marianne says, they are real. Supernova says, hi, Marianne. Marianne says, hi. Yes, Shorty Pie. I'm just reading the text. I've been following the YouTube site that something about the Warren Museum. So cool. I don't know. We lived in a 3-story house that was haunted. Jelly Ugandan Knuckles too. Says. I just wanted to share that. So you're getting a lot of love on here. You said you can't read the.
I can't read them, and actually, I'm about to hop off. I just wanted to jump in here and let everybody know to watch out for that, and just say I'm alive and I love you guys.
All right, take care. Jamie,
okay.
Everybody have a great week, and you're doing great, Rebecca. Hang in there, darling. You got this.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate it.
Guys.
Bye-bye.
See you later, alligator. So let me see something. I want to try something if I can.
You could do whatever you want. Cartwheels. I'm in.
All right, let's see. I just want to see this. Okay. It looks like, hey, Jamie, can you go to my channel? Everybody has a story to tell, and tell me if I'm running live there, please. I guess I could do that. I'm sorry. She doesn't need to do that.
Wish I could. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tell you
No,
that.
no, no, no. That's okay. I mean, we're here together. I'm just seeing if we could bring in more people. Maybe somebody's got a story to tell. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that'd be
Maybe.
great. Just real quick, I just want to say, I can't really say a lot, but I'm going through some things, some health issues and some other personal things. And I don't have, a substance abuse problem and never have, but I can clearly see how someone that does could be triggered to want to use something to make their issues go away or easier to deal with. I totally can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess it is a kind of an addiction. I tend to overeat when I'm stressing over things. And I've done a lot of that since Friday. I've been eating anything in sight. And, so I kind of can see how when you're dealing with things that you may tend to go back to your old ways. I totally get it. And like I said, I'm guilty of overeating when I'm stressing, and I've done a lot of that. And I recognize it, but at this point, I feel like I'm just, now I can't stop the overeating. It's just, I'm going to eat this cupcake. I'm going to eat these chips. I'm going to eat bread, whatever's there.
Right.
That's how I cope with my
Right.
issues. So just wanted to share that.
So we got a few people coming on from my channel now.
Oh, good.
So guys, what Rebecca and I were trying to do was we were trying to alternate channels each week so that we could I would love for Rebecca's channel to get some more recognition. So I would love to like alternate each week, but apparently some people didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I think it happens because people are looking for it on your channel, and they probably are not following me, so wouldn't know. So I totally get that, and I appreciate you letting me, doing the alternating. It helps me a lot. Get maybe.
Thank you, CJB. Yeah, those people. Seriously, I'm glad that you're on my channel, but pop on over to Rebecca's channel. Get off my channel and pop on over to Rebecca's channel. Give her the views, please. The topic today is, we're just trying to get through the week. Just trying to get through the week here. People are saying you're not the only one that overeats when they're stressed.
Yeah,
Hey, Glenn, back up. I'm just saying hello to people. Sorry.
No, I'm just talking. It's life is tough. It is. And Mondays are very difficult, and you think, oh gosh, it's only Monday. I still have, the rest of the week to get through. I don't know. It's just, I can't imagine having like a full-time job and having to deal with some of the stuff that we have to deal with every day. I mean, I don't work anymore, so I don't know about how I would handle it if I still had to be alert and with it. You know what I mean? I can't. That's why I don't work.
What's funny is, I think it depends on where you work, but my most current job, it's changed a little bit, I gotta say, but like when I lost my dad, I couldn't wait to go back there. When I lost my dog, I couldn't wait to go back there. I really couldn't, because I needed the distractions. Now, maybe if I didn't live on my own and I had somebody, but I would think that even with that somebody, if I'm going through it, they're going to go through it with me, and I wouldn't want to be in that cuddle puddle, to be honest with you. I don't want to sit in misery for too long. I don't want to sit in sadness for too long unless I'm using it to inspire me to write a song or something.
Right.
But otherwise, yeah, I'd rather be distracted and keep my mind busy. But that's how I cope with that. I've had criticisms over that, because maybe I don't deal with things, and I just kind of, put myself in a situation where I'm doing other stuff, but that's not true. That's just how I deal with things. You know what I'm saying?
I've suffered from, depression since I gave birth to my last child. I had postpartum and it just never went away. But when I got injured at my job and couldn't go to work anymore, it got worse because I felt my job, believe it or not, I didn't get paid enough, but I loved going to work. I had friends that, my work friends, we went to lunch, we went out after work. I looked forward to walking in and seeing my work friends. I liked my patients. I liked everything about my job except the pay. And, when I couldn't go to work anymore, I fell into like this horrible depression. And then at that same time, my father passed away from COVID and we were dealing with what was happening with my grandson, and it all just happened at the same time. And it totally, not only did I have a physical disability, that was causing me not to be able to go to work, but then it was this mental, emotional, and that was more crippling than the physical, I believe.
Right.
I no longer had these friends because let's face it, if you're not at work, you're not getting invited out for drinks after they forget about you. And that's kind of what
I would agree. I say that's true. I'm trying to do that, guys. Hang on. All right. I didn't want to interrupt. I'm trying to get the link for the channel. I promise you. I am.
I know you did that last time because I didn't understand that it's different than the name, and you posted it before. It has a number or something in it, the link, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hang on 1 second. I just got to get it. Even when I'm subscribed to it, it's a hard channel to find.
I know.
It's all right. So hang on, guys. Just bear with me, please.
Does anybody have anything they want to talk about, as far as addiction, recovery, life? Our topic is everywhere. So anything is.
Guys, this is it right here. Rebecca, can you pin that? Can you pin it up there? All you have to do is go on where it says everybody has a story to tell with Toddie.
Okay.
And just click on it. There you go. And leave it up there. That's her channel. Okay. Can you hear me now? Dash, it's a little O, 3J. Good morning, Danny Doodle. I'm glad you got the notification, Marianne.
Good. Yeah, I share it on my personal Facebook and the Justice for Corey Facebook page. I don't know how else to. That's pretty much all I can do, I guess, right? As far as letting people know.
So I just want to read a comment. I don't want to pin it up because I want to leave yours there. Zelda says she's on disability from a car accident, and she really understands what you mean. Life gets a lot less social when you don't or can't work. And, let me tell you something, and this is really, really important. I think we have an older audience, a bigger age, right?
Right.
Going to work also made sure that my mind was functioning, right? Because I live alone. My dogs they're not going to tell me, hey, Ma, you're repeating yourself 20 times, or hey, Ma, you went into that room 5 times. What are you looking for? You come out with nothing. They're not going to tell me, so I need, to interact so I know that my mind is working correctly and that it's stimulated. You have to keep up with the social stuff, even though life is hard. I know work could be a safer place, or it should be a safer place, at least that you go in and you feel comfortable. But outside, maybe you go to the same grocery store, or you have friends even outside of work. Like, I'm grateful I have friends that aren't connected to the job, because sometimes when things happen at the job, you don't want to go to those people, because you don't want to involve them and stuff. So maybe you go to a friend. I have friends I'm very grateful, 40 years. They don't live right around the corner, but I could pick up the phone and call them. And, when I lost my dad and I lost Jennifer and I lost my cat that year, all in like a 4-month period, like my friend, I remember my friend calling me up and saying, hey, That's not normal. I think maybe you need to go see somebody. I mean, she told me, I've known her for over 40 years. I took absolutely no offense to that. You know what I'm saying? I took no offense to that, and I went and sought help.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One of my brothers told me to go get help too. His way of saying it wasn't as kind, to be honest with you. And I didn't take him, I didn't respect him as much as I respected my friend. My friend knew me. My brother doesn't know me. You know, you have phone calls with somebody once a month. How you doing? How's the kids? Da 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 da. They're not really a part of your life per se, right?
Right.
But somebody that you talk to, pretty much. I don't want to say every day. There's times that I speak with my friends every day, especially if something's going on, but at least once a week, and they know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you have more respect for, I don't know how we got off on that, but you need somebody to keep you in check.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
I lost a few friends during my, physical and now what is known as a mental disability that I've acquired. I had a friend since probably middle school, grade school, and she just outright told me that she was ending the friendship. I was too difficult. And I said, be gone then. Bye. I haven't talked to her in 2 years. That's okay. Because to me, that was the worst thing to do to somebody. If you're my friend and I'm going through shit, how dare you tell me I'm difficult? Damn right I'm difficult. My dad died. I'm disabled. My grandson's dead. My son is dead. Yeah, I think I might be a little difficult. And you as a friend should
Show
be
me
there.
grace.
Yeah.
Show me grace.
I probably, I know I'm difficult, I know it, but I think I have every right to be. I don't feel sorry for myself, but, when I talk about everything I've gone through, I do think, wow, that's a lot. It is. And yeah, I'm difficult, but I lost a good friend. She just outright couldn't handle me anymore and said it. She sent me an email or a message on Facebook and ended the friendship. And she'll talk about it like she did the right thing. And with her went, we had, her and I were friends, and then she had other friends that I never really hung out with, but I became friends with them through her. And so when she left me, they did too. It's,
Wow.
it was a whole,
That's not,
like,
yeah.
what are
I
we in
can't, I
grade?
can't, I clearly can't do that as we see on, I've been beaten up for still connecting with Trixie Lane. I'm not trying to throw her under the bus or anything, but it's like, don't dictate to me who I can or cannot be friends with or who I cannot or cannot show compassion to. Don't
Yeah.
make that decision for me. You're not walking in my shoes. You don't know.
It was just, it was the craziest thing. It's suddenly like I noticed, oh, Bud's not on my Facebook anymore. Anne Marie's not on my Facebook. Nancy's not on my Facebook. Where did they all go? And I'm like, it was, we didn't
That's
have.
what she says. Stacia says on Facebook Messenger of all things.
Yes, exactly. Like, couldn't she have said to me, like, Beck, you're being difficult, like simmer down a little bit. Like, I know you're going through
Or
shit.
even to say to you, hey, listen, I can't imagine what you're going through. I can't imagine what you're going through. I might not be very good at this with helping you. You know what I'm saying? And at least take you to somebody who can maybe help, not just, I mean, I can imagine I would be overwhelmed. I wouldn't walk away from somebody. I don't believe I would do that. There are people that are vampires. They suck the life out of people. You don't strike me as that type of person. But there are people that I have walked away from because it seemed like they needed to breathe more than they wanted me to breathe at all. And that's not fair. I got to breathe too.
Right.
But you went through things that nobody should ever have to go through. I wouldn't know how to help you except to be there for you. And that would be the best I could do.
Right. And, it's, I never really asked her for anything. It was just the phone calls, her presence. She would sit at the house. We would go for coffee. We would just normal things. I know I talked about all of my issues most of the time, and maybe I didn't give her enough time to talk about what she's dealing with in life. Maybe it was all about me all the time. And, maybe I'm guilty of that, but I was dealing with a lot of traumatic events all at one time. And it's all I could talk about and focus on. And, I had to think after the fact, maybe I was, but I still don't think she should have just ended a friendship over it. Maybe she could have just told me, this is a lot and it's hard for me to handle what you're going through. She should have said that.
Listen, exactly, because if I had my friend of those many decades and they lost their grandson and their son, I would have known their grandson and their son.
And
right?
she did. And she was very close to my son. She used to refer to him as her little boyfriend. I mean, they would hang off each other and play around like silly things. I mean, she knew them both.
Yeah, well, that's where I would that would crush me to see my best friend feeling the pain of losing two people that I know she loved and that I also loved. But I think communication is just so fucking important.
It is.
And it needs to happen so that you can hear the inflection in the people's words and not just a text message, because people could rewrite, could read things incorrectly.
Right.
They can read attitudes into texts. And that and I got that, guys, don't tell me how brilliant I am. I got that from Chantel from 90 Day Fiance, believe it or not, where her mom was accused of reading an attitude into a text message. And and you heard it live on the show when the mom was like, she texted me da da da, and the girl said, no, I texted you da da da. They were the same words, but they had totally different, when they were said totally differently, two different ways. So communication is very important. And that's why I do live sometimes. And that's why a lot of the times I don't use an avatar unless I'm really feeling horrible, or there's something going on in the background and I just can't show it, then I think it's so important to have face-to-face, especially in today's day and age.
Right.
And you have some love in the comments, just so you know. This people are saying how fair it was, how that must have hurt you. The tone of your voice tells everything. Is about your friend. She wasn't much of a friend to treat you like that. Too many misunderstandings happen in texting. I agree.
And
Zelda, hello, Zelda. I'm glad you are. I do some 90-day stuff on this channel. You can check out the thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was pimping myself, my friend. I'm pimping myself.
What I was gonna say, I don't remember now. I'm sorry. I told you.
I'm sorry.
No, it's me. I can't remember 2 seconds ago. Sometimes I just get so wrapped up in other things. But I guess what I was gonna say is, the friends, they were her friends that I became friendly with that dropped me. It's funny because the one friend was her friend, but she had a daughter that was the same age as one of my daughters. And I used to go to bingo, and I posted on Facebook going to bingo. And this friend who dropped me, her daughter said, oh, I'm going to come. Can you save me and so a seat? And we went to bingo about 3 times. And then all of a sudden the daughter had to drop me too. I guess she was informed that we're not speaking to her anymore. So the daughter stopped coming to bingo with me and stopped talking to me. So she dropped me too. And I'm like, what are you going to do? I can't worry about this stuff. I can't change it, apparently. I thought for sure that this friend, Karen, she's a Karen, that's her name. I thought for sure in the last 2 years, she would have reconsidered what she did and reached out. But you know what I got to thinking? It's so easy to be bold and have balls when you're behind a keyboard. She never would have done this in person.
That's pretty bad that happened.
It's we are so brave when we're sitting behind this screen, this keyboard. We can say what we want because we never have to face the person. You know what I mean?
Well, No, I mean, like, I don't agree with that. I don't share that feeling. I don't share that feeling. I don't think, I don't know. I don't know. I don't share that. I, first of all, I don't know about like ending a friendship with somebody over so many decades and I've been close with them the whole time and ending it over a text message
Yeah, that's how it was
or an
done.
email. I mean, like, yeah,
I just, like I said, she could have said something, like I can't handle all this,
communication, right.
right? That we
Kathleen Fleck says some people don't make good friends, but she was a good friend for a long time, she said.
she she really was. I mean, there were times she would say or do something to other mutual friends and I didn't agree with, so I just didn't say anything at all.
Uh,
I didn't end the friendship. I mean, she was wrong in a lot of these things, in my opinion, with involving other people, but I never said it. I just let it pass. It wasn't my fight. I didn't end my friendship with her because I felt she was wrong.
right.
Um, was she difficult at times? Yes. And everybody knows that. But I never ended my friendship with her over it. It wasn't worth it. We had all these years. And, this is why I tell my kids to this day, don't let everybody know your secrets because it's going to come back to bite you in the ass. And sure enough, stuff that I told her in confidence was being told to other people after she ended the friendship.
I believe that 100%. I do. I believe that. And, the thing is, if somebody's talking about somebody else, you can bet your ass they're talking about you when you're not there. That
Exactly.
is not exclusive to the person they're talking about. It's exclusive to the person who's doing the talking.
Yeah, I
That's
agree
it.
with
That's
you.
100% the truth.
I even tell my kids, with your significant others, sometimes I feel like you can't give them all of you because it can come back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah,
Even
that's the worst thing is that nobody, nobody should be. And I know that, I was guilty of it. It's been a really long time. I have to be honest with you, since I was guilty of it. But using somebody's past as a weapon is absolutely, you know, and especially at this big age, that's a lot of fucking nerve because better. Like you've seen it, you've felt it, you've been through it. So why would you do it? You know how it feels later after you say it because chances were you said it in your 20s maybe to
right,
get back at somebody, and if you had any kind of conscience, you felt bad.
right,
Like I wouldn't tell somebody's secrets. That I didn't do, but I would tell them their own secrets, and use it like one of those Japanese stars or Chinese flying stars. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You got
yes,
to your past. But I mean, I stopped doing that decades ago. And
yeah.
at this age, listen, you can't do that to people. You can't. It's not right.
No, it's I don't talk about her and what happened often. I just brought it up today. I don't even know how I got on topic. And we were talking about not being able to work and have the social. I don't talk about it. I drive past her house probably 3 times a day, not stalking her, but I'm in my travels, and I do
Right.
look at her, see if her car is home. Like just habit.
Right.
I never
Right.
felt the urge to call her or reach out because I felt like she made it very clear that I never even responded when she sent that to me. That
Wow.
was the end for me. And she's dead to me. That's it. Gone. You don't want to be bothered. I'm too difficult. And I don't talk about it. I didn't badmouth her to everybody after the fact. I just let it be. I figured I had too many other things going on to even worry about her not wanting to be my friend anymore.
Well,
So,
sometimes even if somebody gives you a reason to be angry, all of that stuff that you're going through, might be better off in the anger department. You know what I mean? So start taking shit out on people that might deserve it.
yeah.
It's got to go somewhere. You know.
Yeah. It's just, you can't change people's minds. She's one of those people. She made up her mind and she's sticking to it kind of people. And
Right.
that's that. But I did think at some point, during my grandson's trial and sentencing, I really thought she'd reach out. And actually, the day of sentencing, she reached out to my daughter, my
Right.
youngest daughter, not me though. And that's fine. She did reach out. That's that. My daughter, answered her back accordingly, and that was it. But yeah, it's hurtful. I'm not gonna lie. I was hurt by it, and it still bothers me to this day. But what can I do? Can't change it, you know. But
Yeah,
life
that.
goes on.
It's
And
definitely a sad situation.
it is. And if I always go back to trying to get back to topic here, if I'm somebody who's dealing with other issues, that would have been a trigger probably for me, I'm assuming, to, do bad things. But
Yeah, but like you said, anything can be a trigger.
it can be simple. I talk about it all the time, like my son with the cheese on his
Cheeseburger,
hamburger at
yeah.
McDonald's. And that's a true story. I kid you not. I mean, something as simple as that would trigger him.
Right.
And then somebody said something about, addicts don't need a trigger. If they want to use, they're going to use. And
Exactly. They'll find an excuse.
yeah, they'll find a reason, and maybe, and I get it.
I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah.
Some people had to leave because they're in a different country. Australia. Thank you guys, though. I appreciate it. Good morning, Starshines. From Jeanette, Marianne, Shorty Pie. I just want to give some people names. Angela T, that's me. Gutter Snipe. Kathleen, the that's most unfortunate. Stacia, Mrs. J, how are you? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Marianne Bergman, Bouncing Tigger, Michelle Clapham. She's the one that needed to go to sleep. Shorty Pie, Ruth Carroll, Kathleen Fleck, Buffy Love, Megs. There's a lot of people talking. Zelda's Observatory. I think that I said hello. Milk, Honey, and Mayhem. Angela T, that's me. I think I said hello basically to everybody. I hope I did. I'm glad you're good, Mrs. J. I'm glad you're good.
I try to look at the comments. It's hard. I think that's something you learn as you do this more. It's hard for me to look over there and you know what I mean? I can't do both. My vision.
So I want to read this to you. This is from Jeanette Schneider. The reason, well, one, I can't pin up anything. And also, I wanted you guys, if you could, to go over to Rebecca's channel here and kind of watch the show and subscribe to her channel. We're trying to help her grow her channel. So the comment is, it's under Rebecca's face here, and the channel is at Can You Hear Me Now dash a little O and the number 3 and J. If you guys could do that and show her some love, that would be great. I usually don't tell people to go to people's channels, but Rebecca's the exception.
Thank you, Toddie. I appreciate that.
Not a problem. And Jeanette wrote, the thing I so respect about you, Rebecca, is that you get angry, but you do constructive things about it, like Corey's Law. You're really an inspiration. Do not be so hard on yourself. This takes patience.
Thank you. No, I do try to do good out of all my anger. I do good things. I don't always announce what I'm doing behind the scenes, but I do a lot of good things, and Corey's memory and Gino's memory, and that helps. It makes the anger go away. When you do something good, your heart feels good for a minute anyway, and then I get back to my old angry self again. But I do try to do good. I definitely do. It's not always easy though, with so much heat.
I'm sorry, Mrs. J, I can't drop the link. It doesn't let me drop the link for Rebecca's channel. That's why I put it up here. It wouldn't let me drop the link. Let me try doing it again, but it didn't let me do it last time. So I'll try. But now I'm on my channel, so I'm going to try. Let me see if it'll let me.
Right.
Oh, there it is. Hang on. Let's see if it'll let me do it. All right, let me see. Did it do it? I guess it let me do it. Let me see if it did. Yeah, it did. So because I'm on your channel now, because I'm on my own channel, it let me drop the link. So it's right here under you, Mrs. J. There
You
you
know,
go.
I'm hoping, Toddie, that we can get some people to come on and talk with us, you know, about
Their
their.
stories. I have somebody that wants to talk. They're a little nervous. And I'm not, I would never try to talk somebody into talking, right? They have, it's yeah. I mean, they have a very incredible but sad story. I think there's triumph at the end, though it's still kind of fluid. Um, and I recommended, listen, if you want to, just do another email address, and we can do an avatar for you. So, and I'll do something about your voice the best I can. I mean, I don't know what I could really do. I would help her through what she needed to help through. Um, so I don't know, we got to see.
Yeah, it's I get it. People are afraid to share because you're judged, and you know, you don't want the world to know what you're going through sometimes because you don't want to have that judgment over your head. And people, I don't care what they say, a lot of people still, you know, judge anybody struggling. They do. They always have a comment.
Zelda says that she does. I still want to. I'm a little nervous, but I have a lot of stuff going on lately. That's okay, Zelda. We're here. We're here whenever you want. Angela, absolutely. You guys are always an open invitation.
Some I can see a comment from Ruth Carroll,
I
and
saw that.
maybe you can answer that.
I don't have a clue.
Yeah,
I don't know. I honestly, they're gonna open it. So I mean, they're gonna open it. I I mean, I don't see them. I don't see where it. So by the law, you can't go through somebody's mail. There's not a law saying there must be a return address. You might
True.
want to check the facility. The worst that would happen is they're going to go through it whether there's a return address or not. So they're going to see what's written in it.
Right. Yeah,
So.
that's what I was thinking. I just didn't know if you had more knowledge on that, but I think anything that goes gets opened. I'm
Right.
sure.
This
So.
is Rebecca's channel, Megs. I'm putting it right here. I just put it up in the link. So it's there, and it's also right under Rebecca's face. But there it is, right there in the link. I did put it up. Mrs. J sub, thank you. Thank you. It's right here under Buffy Love's comment. My avatar is there.
You know, I think Buffy Love said she would like to come on, but she hates her voice and whatever. You know what? I hate my voice. I hate the way I look. But I don't, you know what? I'm over that. I want to get on here and talk. I don't care. Nobody cares what I look like. I mean, I don't think they do.
Well,
And,
we're not on here for dating, and we're not a
right,
dating
I know it's not like, you know, matchmaking or anything, but hey,
Yeah.
if it happens, that'd be great too. Give us something to talk about, right? You know, but no, I get it though. I don't like hearing myself talk either. I hate rewatching a live because I don't like to hear myself talk. Or I
Really?
know that I make ugly faces when I'm talking, or I rub my nose too much, or I do the gypsy licking lizard lip thing, and I hate that because that's what I think people probably think when you know, I'm like, but I can't help it. I think it's a nervous thing that I do, you know, but I guess we all hate something about ourselves, right?
Angela says that she's over on your channel now.
Oh, okay. Well, good. That's great. I'm glad. I appreciate it.
Everybody hates their voice, people say.
You know, some people have like a radio voice, like they're meant to be on radio. You know what I mean? You know, and there are so many people that way. And then there are others that you cringe when they talk. I hope I'm not one of those that you cringe when you hear me talk.
No, you don't.
You know,
You don't make me cringe.
somebody referred to me as saying I sounded like Roseanne Barr when I talk. In one of the lives I did with Brianna, somebody had asked us to go on, and that's what somebody referred to me as. I guess that was supposed to be a I guess I was supposed to take that in a bad way, I guess. I
Why?
like I don't know. I like Roseanne though. I thought, okay, good. If that's who I sound like, then I'll take it. I don't think that's what I sounded like, but that's what somebody said at one point. I was like, all right, whatever.
I was closing my eyes while you were talking. I didn't hear it. Somebody says they really like Becca Scoop's voice. I like Hello Starlight's voice. I think she's got a great voice.
I like the couple. Forgive me for not remembering their
Oh, do
name.
you want to come up? Hang on one second. Hang on one second. Hang on. Mrs. J, did you want to come up? Tell me in the comments or email me, because if you want to come up, that's not the link that I gave you. I gave you a link to go on Rebecca's, just to go on her channel. Thank you, Stacia. My voice is very nasally. I love Becca's videos too, and I like her voice. Don't get me wrong. It's just I think my favorite voice is for the females is Hello Starlight. I think she's got an inviting voice. I like her voice. Anyway.
Yeah, I like the couple, hubby and Lovey. Is that what
Night
they?
combos. Yeah,
I
night
love
combos.
him. I could listen to them. I don't know what it is. I guess the
They're nice
accent.
people too. They're really nice people.
Yeah, but
They are
I
really nice couple. Really nice couple.
yeah, they seem to be. I could listen to them talk all day long. I don't know what it is about them, the accent, whatever, but I love it. Where are they from? Are you allowed to tell me that? Because I don't think I know.
I forget exactly where they're from, but it sounds like obviously I think they did tell me. The thing is, I try not to remember stuff. Like
Right.
people will tell me their name. I don't want to know it. I don't want to accidentally say it on a live. I don't want to know it. I go right to so I call them. I mean, if you were to look at my phone, it is so ridiculous. You would think I was a cartoon fucking character. I got Becca Scoops. I got 1980 Millennial. I got Cutting Board Dawn. Yeah, I got all these Milk, Honey, and Mayhem. I got all these weird ass names in my Trixie Lane, Morbid, Sir Morbid. You know what I'm saying? I got all these people and then some in my phone, and I'm like, if anybody looked into my phone, Uncork Brandy, I don't know if I have her number, but you know what I'm saying, just weird names.
Right. Yeah.
It's funny if somebody was looking like
Yeah.
I was at work one night and I forget whose name came up on my phone, and they just looked at me. It was like a weird name. And I was just like, yeah, that's their, YouTube name.
Yeah. It's funny. I have a lot of people saved in my phone. They were members of my daughter's group. So I have their first name and JFC next to it. So when my phone rings, it'll say,
Corey, right?
Colleen JFC. And like, if somebody looks at my phone, they're like, well, who is that? What's that mean? Well, I only know their first name, and I know that they're from that group, and that's how I identify with it. So,
right.
It's funny what we put in our phone, right?
Well, I mean, I don't want to call these people by their real names because I don't want to accidentally say it on a live stream. I don't want to give up I don't want to accidentally dox anybody. No. So I'm fine with calling them, the name that we go by on, YouTube.
Right.
But there are some of them that, I really consider friends because, I mean, we do talk and, they do know things about my life and I trust them not to say things and they trust me not to say things. And,
right.
And there's for the most part, there's a really great community. There's some bad apples,
Of
You know,
course.
there's even some bad fucking barrels of apples, but for the most part, the orchard is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you're right about that. There's going to be bad anywhere and everywhere you go. So,
yeah, exactly. I will never be sorry for, you know, I'll never be sorry for being like gullible or for giving somebody a chance. You know, I've had people say to me, and this has nothing to do with anybody in the community, but I've had people say to me, you know, like, oh, watch out for them, or how could you associate with them? And I say to myself, that's a lot of nerve, you know, like at my age, I don't need somebody policing me. If you want to send me a, hey, listen, just heads up for this person, and give me an example, you know,
right.
that's fine. And then, okay, I have a warning in my back pocket. But if you're just going to bash somebody that, and I feel like, listen, man, I'm talking to these people every day, you know, on the
Right.
phone and stuff, you know, maybe you do know something better than me, but I think that there's a better way of, again, communication. I think that there's just a better way of saying
Right.
things, you
And
know.
I like to
You
see
never ever have ultimatums. I'll tell you that. That's not a good thing. Ultimatum.
I personally like to see things for myself. So, like you might say, I'm not saying you have said, but somebody may say to me, oh, so and so, they're no good. Well, I need to see that. Maybe you think they're not,
Right.
but I need to see that for myself before I just take someone's word for it and don't talk to somebody because somebody else doesn't maybe like them for
Of
whatever.
course, exactly. So I saw something and I took a screenshot of it. So where did that go? Um, I'm trying to find it. Hang on a second. Where is that thing? Man, you'd think I put a lot of shit in my phone, you'd be right. But some of this stuff is like, no. I can't find it. And I just, let me see something. No. I can't find the thing I put in the phone. It had something to do with it had something to do. Here it is. I am not what you think I am. You are what you think I am. That's what it says. I like that. I am not what you think I am. You are what you think I am.
Hmm.
You know, I like that.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's projection, exactly. It's projection. I believe the Whitaker's income is $5,000 a month. That's great income. So each may be getting okay. We're talking about the Whitakers. Well, I heard, just so you know, there was something that came out from Eric Carl or Eric Carroll. I'm sorry, I forget. Eric Carroll, who is the guy that's supposedly helping them,
Right.
and the guy that supposedly said he was going to walk away, right? He put up something, it looks like this morning, that said that the Amish are willing to build the house. Now, he had said that before, but then he said he was taking that away, I guess. I don't know.
And Toddie, have you personally spoken to someone who knows them personally?
No.
I
And I
just
never claimed, yeah. And I never claimed to, you know, I like the Whitakers. I got into the family when Mark Leda was involved in them. And then that thing happened with Tyler Oliveira and Mark Leda. And then these two brothers drove over there and like used them, just went over there, and it was ridiculous.
yeah.
And then these people, and you know, the whole thing is this: The family needs a home. Okay. The house that they're living in, the septic, all that shit is literal shit. Is just
Right.
okay. The problem is, what is it worth? Basically, what is it worth? And to me, this is my feeling about this. And unless there's something that changes it, this is honestly my feeling about it. I don't care if it's popular or not. Because my feeling doesn't depend on others. Just all right. So I feel like that family needs something that's not going to fall in on their head. So if there is somebody that is going to have that done for them, and it doesn't even cost him a dime, but he gets $500,000 out of it, I don't care. As long as the family gets what they're supposed to get, right, and are able to keep it up, like, don't give them something that they're going to lose because of finances. Like, right, make sure that their taxes are able to pay, that there's no lien on anything. Maybe that the stuff, by all means, everything in that house should be fucking warranted. You know what I'm saying? And then if you keep the profit and if you keep the rest and it's $500,000, I don't care. Right. That's me personally. I don't care. But I haven't donated anything and nobody's made any promises to me. So there seems to be a problem here because this man promised all the money and donations and people are confused because I heard him say offline, but people are, no, it's on and offline. Well, show me the contract or let him repeat himself, because there's more than me that doesn't understand what he said. Right. Also, people are saying, well, he laid out all this money and time. He's getting that back with the views that he's using the Whitakers for. Now, right, I'm not saying he's exploiting them as long as they get what they're supposed to get.
Right, exactly.
And as long as nobody's on camera saying, I don't want to be filmed. Right. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I don't have a problem with how much Eric walks away with, as long as and that's fine, Kung Fu Panda. That's cool. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with anybody disagreeing. I really don't.
Right.
I think if Eric says that he is going to take all of the donations and give it to the Whitakers, then that's something different. That's something completely different. I'm saying what I'm saying, that if the situation is this, without any promises of anything and where the money goes, I would be okay with that. With him getting, I don't care about his profit as long as the Whitakers got what they want,
right,
or they
taken care of.
Right.
I tend to agree with you on that. If they're taken care of, who cares what somebody else gets out of it? Just take care of them. Do what you said you're going to do.
Right, right.
I agree with you. Hey, Maddie, thank you for coming. I see you're here, and I appreciate you coming on. Haven't heard from you in a while. I hope all is well. Yeah, I think give those people what you said you're going to give them. Whatever you do with the rest is whatever. Just let them be taken care of. It's sad, you know.
Okay. Okay. So Kung Fu Panda says, and I don't mind talking about this if nobody has anything else to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're not going to talk about the topic of addiction and stuff like that, or
okay. You notice I always say, because
Monday morning talk.
Yeah, because talk. I say we're going to cover this, and life,
and so much more.
Right.
So the public donations, as long as it's transparent, Kung Fu Panda, I don't think it's fair that you say maybe people want to help. There are people that genuinely want to help this family. I'm going to wait a minute, and I just want to say something else. For every video that I'm doing and that I did on the Whitakers, I will give 10% after taxes to the Whitakers, even if that's me writing a fucking check and sending it to their home address. I won't give it to an organization that's going to take from it unless I know that it's not. Now, if there's something that is 100% legitimate, that's where the money will go. If not, I'll write the check. I'll prove it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I did last year. Well, in March. So it wasn't last year, just like I did for last year's taxes on the other channel.
Right.
So, and I would do that to help. And I would like to help. And I don't care how much Mark would walk or Eric would walk away with, as long as the Whitakers got what they were supposed to get.
Right.
But that's just my thing. I can understand people might not agree with that, but that's my thing. I believe that.
No, I do too. You just want them to get what all of us have, a nice home, comfortable. If somebody else profits from it, me personally, I don't care. Just give them what they should have, what they
Right.
need.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly.
I mean, I don't.
I'm sorry, there was a little gnat.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to smack you, Rebecca.
No, that's okay. I've been swung on before, Toddie. It's okay. I can handle it. But no, I just that story is something I'm going to look more into. It interests me, and I'm going to try to read up on anything I can. I believe I subscribe to a channel they have. Is that actually them, or somebody did that for them? I don't want to give false information.
What are you saying?
Isn't there a Whitaker?
Someone, thank you.
Channel?
The Whitaker's family channel is
Yes.
the channel. So
and that's legitimate.
That's the one that these men are doing.
Okay.
Okay. And that's the only channel that, okay. So I just want to, I want to say something really quick for people that might have missed that live yesterday. For every 1,000 views, that channel is making approximately $8. They're taking away about $8 for every 1,000 views. YouTube pays once a month. They pay on the 21st, but you get it dispersed between the 21st and the 26th. I've never gotten it any later than the 22nd. If you got it if it's a Saturday and the 21st, you're not going to get it till Monday, the 23rd. Okay. But that's the thing. Usually you get it on the 21st after 12 o'clock, but the latest I've ever gotten it was on the 22nd. So Eric laid out money out of his own pocket. I believe that. I believe that Eric Carroll did that. He's going to get that money back tenfold because of the views. Right. His content is the fucking Whitakers. So they are more or less like the children in a family channel. They're supposed to benefit. Why should anybody just benefit from filming them? It's only fair that they benefit. They're your content.
Right.
So while he's running out there and getting stuff for them, and that he's doing that. He's taking them places. That's all legitimate. They look happier. They look better. They look like they're doing things that are priceless to them that they've never done before. Go to the movies and stuff like that. Right. All of that is wonderful. But he's not doing it for free. He's getting that back and he's filming them in the process. There is a wash there, more or less. You know what I'm saying? But also, that being said, he cleaned that porch with them, a porch that, no offense, I wouldn't even get on. So if he got $5,000 for cleaning that porch, I wouldn't take $5,000 for cleaning that porch. I don't think you could pay me $1 million to clean that porch with everything that could have came up and bit me in the ass and everything else. I mean, so you see what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to say, but put yourself in those shoes. How much would you have charged to clean that porch?
Right.
And to maybe get MRSA or something disgusting.
Yeah.
Joe, I read that, sweetie. I appreciate you, but I just got done telling you I can't do that. I can't do that. You know, I mean, I honestly can't go over there and do that. Yeah. So that's another reason, why I'm like, that's another reason why I'm not bashing them. I see that there is a result there. My only problem with Eric is, don't use BJ as an excuse to not complete what you said you were going to do. You are going to get a check. in 14 days, and it's going to be a decent sum of money for content, and you're going to get paid back and then some.
Right.
And that money's not going to go to the Whitakers, because that's not donations. That's money from the YouTube channel. That's
Right.
just for views. I'm not talking about anything other than views. I'm not talking about the donation super chats, which are his super chats donations. I don't know. That's unclear.
Right.
Donations could be, this is donated for them. Super chats could be for him. That's unclear.
Right. Right.
Okay, so all right.
Are we
Let's
missing anything? Does anybody want to talk about struggles? Anything? No, I don't want to. Like, I want people to know that
No, I know,
we're
absolutely.
here for that, but we go off topic. And I think, for me, I love talking about the addiction,
Right.
and all that. But I'm just happy to be here with a group of people. Honestly, it's Monday morning therapy. I mean, maybe we should change the name.
Well,
But
we're not. It's just I always just call it Monday morning talks with
yeah,
Rebecca.
and I got that from you. So I'm like, but I say, about addiction, this, because it's sometimes, we don't mention addiction. I mean, somehow it gets back to it, but we go off topic. But I think a lot of the people here are okay with that. It's good company for the morning.
Absolutely.
At least I feel that way.
I think so too. I think we have people that count on us to be here, and I love it. I love it.
No, I do too. And, like I said, we're open to talk about just about anything, but we just ask that it be truthful, like you always say, and,
Exactly.
I don't think there's any topics that we haven't discussed. I mean, we've gone all over the place.
That's for sure. But that's all right.
Yeah.
So Marianne's saying, love this just being here. Where's that leash? I'm sorry.
Okay.
The leash. I'm sorry. Hang on one second. I was starting to read something. Should trust have been established? I don't know. D, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly can't answer that question because I don't know. I have a new one for you on top of 1 year clean chronic pain. I found out. Oh, I'm sorry, Angela. Angela has bladder cancer. Sorry about that.
Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that.
Marianne Bergman, love this just being here and chatting with actual people. A lot of people have said that this is how I start my week. Kathleen Fleck. That's what a lot of people have said. It's how I start my week. I grab coffee. I can't wait till 9:00 on Mondays.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I tell you all the time. I can't wait until Monday. It's I thoroughly enjoy it. I really do.
Thank you, Mysteries, Lies, and Alibis. I appreciate that. Angela says she likes that she found a seat at the grown-up table.
Yeah, I like being at the grown-up table sometimes, except when I have to pay bills every month. Then I don't want to be a grown-up anymore.
I hear you. Kung Fu Panda, it's early morning on the West Coast. The birds are singing. Wow. That, it was a beautiful morning here. How cold was it by you?
I believe it was 51.
It was
I
49
had the
here.
windows open. It was freezing.
It was 49 here. I loved it. Oh, I love it. It wasn't freezing. I loved it. I took the dogs for a nice walk. Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
I'm enjoying it. I'm not complaining, but it got cold. I had to close the window, through the night at some point because I was cold. I had the blankets up to my nose. Honestly, I was freezing. But yeah, I have a flannel on today. So I mean, I think it's probably getting warmer. I'll go back outside to feed the chipmunks later. So I'll probably have to take the flannel off. But I enjoy this weather. I like doing the little fire pit and sitting outside and poking out the fire. And I sit by myself outside with the fire. I don't need any company.
Yeah.
I just sit and I poke at it. And
can I tell you what I think you would benefit from?
What is that?
Tank. A fish tank.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I do.
I almost got another dog this weekend. I got to tell you, I went to this, I don't know, it's some organization. They have a little storefront in our local mall, and I went with my son. He had gone the day before and almost brought this dog home, but he figured I might kick him and his dog out if he got it. But he took me back on Saturday. We went to lunch and shopping, and we went to see this dog. And the one that my son fell in love with was this little 2-year-old, huge. They don't know how big he's going to get because they don't know what he is. And he was just running circles around the place. And then there was this old, lazy pit bull laying there just looking at me like, lady, please take me home. And I fell in love with him. But I got to admit, I'm afraid of the breed. I hear so many, and he's old, and I don't know what he's been through. But I just, his little face, well, he had a big face. He was a big boy, but I thought I want to bring him home, but I'm so afraid, And so we left without a dog. But a fish tank, I don't know. I just, I don't know if I'd be able to take care of it,
Yeah, so a freshwater tank. I wouldn't go saltwater because that's a lot.
Yeah.
But that's why, remember when we were growing up, the doctor's offices, they had the fish tanks, the dentist's offices.
Yes.
And that's all because of relaxation.
Right. Yeah.
So I have a little fish tank, a very little one, and I have a beta in it. The fish tank's no lie. It's probably like this. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's a foot, to be honest with you. It's certainly, you could put maybe 2 cups of water in it, maybe 16 ounces, maybe 20 ounces of water in it. Seriously.
Right. Yeah.
And I have a beta in it, but I'm talking about maybe like a 10-gallon tank with like 7-8 fish in it for you.
Yeah.
I think that would be really cool. Freshwater, and just you could start really with little what are they called, guys? Tetris. You could start with some Tetris.
Yeah.
People are saying they love fish tanks. As people are saying, I have a fish tank. It's my screensaver on Roku. People are saying fish tanks. Yep. I don't have even a gallon. It's not even a gallon, guys. I'm dead serious. It's tiny. It's really small. It's tiny.
I keep thinking about I don't know the breed, but the hairless cat. I want one of those.
Oh no, don't. Why? How do you cuddle up to that? How do you cuddle up to that?
I think they're so cute. Oh, look at that. I love it. Where did you get it?
I got that on Amazon. You see the fish?
Yes. Oh, wow. Wait, you don't have to have like the
I don't have to have a filter because this is a beta.
Okay.
But you would on regular freshwater tanks.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't have all the gadgets hooked up there, but yeah, the hairless cat. I don't know. I keep thinking I would get them, and I
just did a video and said something about a hairless cat. Believe it or not, I did a video. I mentioned the hairless.
Oh, did you? Some people think they're the ugliest thing.
I said that. Who wants to cuddle up to that? Is what I said.
You know what's funny? We adopted a dog. He was 16 when we adopted him. He was a toy poodle and mixed with something else, and he was about the ugliest thing, and he smelled like Parmesan cheese. He had such an odor because he had a skin infection. He had hardly no fur at all. He was ugly, I got to tell you. But when we went there, the lady was like, oh, he's over here. She didn't even want to show me the dog because he was uglier in person than the picture she showed, And she's like, I understand if you don't want him. Well, I got down on the ground and cuddled him. He smelled horrible, but I fell in love with that ugly dog. And we kept him. He lived about, I guess, 2 or 3 years after we adopted him.
Wow.
And we gave him the best life we could, and people would come and nobody'd want to pet him. They just looked at him from a distance, but I fell in love with him, and he reminded me of one of those hairless cats because that's kind of what he looked like, but he did have some fur and some spots. And I don't know. I just think they're beautiful. I would love to have one. I like the little wrinkles you can see in them, and I would just probably pull on the wrinkles like a stress ball or something. I don't know. That's my vision. Maybe I don't.
Get a Sharpay, pull on those wrinkles.
But yeah, I think
they
cute.
lose their wrinkles as they get old. The Sharpays, I heard.
Oh, really? I don't know. I have no idea. I just I don't have a particular breed of anything that I love. I just like a lot of animals. I like the little chipmunks. I would like them to come in the house if I could get them in here, but they haven't done it yet. They've come close. They come up to the
What
door.
about the chickens? You were going to get chickens.
You know, I'm so afraid because I just, you know, with my physical limitations, cleaning out a coop and stuff, what if I can't keep up? It's not fair to them, you know.
Don't get so many chickens. Get a couple
Yeah.
chickens.
That's what I'm really thinking about it. And I know around here, Tractor Supply has a certain time of year that they advertise on their little billboard, baby chicks are here. I don't know if it's a certain time of year that you start this process.
You got to look up online. Just look it up online.
Yeah.
When I live in the state you live in, I'm interested, and it'll tell you exactly.
Yeah, because it's still in the back of my mind. I think I want to do it. You know, I think it would be good for me. It's just I'm concerned about my physical limitations of being able to keep up, because I don't want to get something that I can't take care of, and it's not fair to them.
Right.
But did I tell you my neighbor's rooster came over to my house during a picnic we had?
I think you told us last time. Tell us again.
Yeah, he came over one more time, but the party wasn't happening, so he left. He wasn't interested in hanging around, so he left on his own. It was a quick visit, but I was hoping he'd hang around and I could get comfortable with him, you know.
Well, go over and check on your neighbor's rooster, but try to get a regular chickadoodle. I have wrinkles. Some little adopt me says gutter snipe.
Oh. As long as I don't have to rake up your poop, maybe. Yeah, I don't know how good I would be at doing that. But no, the chickens are still a very big possibility for me. I'm still working on a lot of things. I think I shared with everybody. The house had some issues that I wasn't expecting, so that was something I had to handle. So put everything else on the back burner for now. But it's still a thought.
I hear you.
Up yet. But I don't know about you, Toddie, but if nobody really wants or has anything they want to talk about, we could probably cut it out now. And if anybody wants to come on next week, reach out. And we'll be on Toddie's channel next week, right, Toddie? We're going to go back to you next Monday.
Or we could do this if you want. We could stream on both channels if you want.
Whatever you want to do, it's fine with me. I just, I'm still struggling getting this all together, so I'm not, real good at it, but I'm trying. So it doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to do, we could talk about it during the week or whatever.
Angela says she's going to email somebody. I don't know who, but she'll email somebody. Good. I'm Toddie1skip@gmail.com. And Rebecca is Rebecca Michelo3@gmail.com.
Yeah. So, we could just end it here, and everyone have a good week. We look forward to next Monday. And again, if anybody wants to come on, reach out. We're here.
Okay.
All right. Well, have a good week, everyone. Thanks for being here today. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Toddie. It was good
See you later.
You.
You too, my friend. I'll speak to you.
Have a good week.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.